So Turkey up against Kyrgyzstan in our next fight in the light middleweight division. This is Sitki ISIK, 21 years old. He's won a couple of Turkish national titles. Living and boxing out of Ankara. And this is Nuradin RUSTAMBEK of Kyrgyzstan. He's a young fighter as well, turned 20 not that long ago. Senior champion earlier this year. I went to the Asian Championships in Dubai in May as well, got to the quarter-finals. In 2019 was Asian youth champion. So he's had a good career so far. This is his first foray into a senior world championships, as it is for a lot of the fighters we're seeing in this competition. That is what you get at the start of a new Olympic cycle. A lot of boxers turn professional, and the next crop move up into that #1 position and have the opportunity to stake their claim and have the opportunity here not just to win a medal, but to win substantial prize money. $2.6 million on offer, $100,000 for gold medalists, $50,000 for silver medalists, $25,000 apiece for bronze medalists. So some incentive for these fighters here, there really is. Manuel Villarino of Argentina in charge of this one. So we've got ISIK of Turkey in the red, RUSTAMBEK of Kyrgyzstan in the blue. RUSTAMBEK, southpaw. ISIK, an orthodox fighter. Left to the body there from RUSTAMBEK, looking for it early on. He's the bigger of the two physically. There's quite a difference between them. Cuffing right hand there from RUSTAMBEK. Nice looking jab, gets through the guard as well. ISIK catches a right as he came forward in quite ungainly fashion there. Very solid look about RUSTAMBEK. Tries to whip that left hand up the middle. There's that jab. That's a good jab because he flicks it up from the waist, plants it straight down the middle, and again he's punishing him with that jab so far. ISIK has had to eat that one 4 or 5 times already. It's not a rangefinder. It's a solid weapon. And he can't miss with it at the minute. ISIK's got to try and move his head. He's the shorter fighter. The technique there from ISIK goes missing really as he comes forward. Throws that right hand. That was better. But at times when he's looking to close the gap, he's almost just running in on RUSTAMBEK. Right hand on the turn there from RUSTAMBEK. ISIK does not lack courage. He completely commits to those attacks, but he leaves himself open when he's doing it. Left to the body there from RUSTAMBEK. Left hand up top, goes back down to the body. Good accuracy here from the fighter in blue. Straight left hand again, rocks back the head there of ISIK. Right to the body, very solid sound about that punch. He's not wasted a thing in this opening round, RUSTAMBEK. As I said, ISIK is quite open for a fighter of RUSTAMBEK's ability. The gaps are there and he's able to exploit that. Right hand there from ISIK, did get through. Short right hand on the inside there from RUSTAMBEK. The head's almost coming together there. ISIK just rushing him, trying to get on top of Rustambeck and seeing if he can rough him up. Interesting first round, entertaining first round. ISIK, you have to take your hat off to him. He's got some minerals on him, because he is trying to give it to Nuradin Rustambeck here. He is opening fire on him as much as he possibly can. But it's Rustambeck who's won that round, and there's a 10-8 in there from the English judge as well. I think ISIK did enough there to keep that a 10-9 for me, but I can understand how you would get a 10-8. Good jab from Rustambeck, and he just bounced that off the forehead of ISIK repeatedly in the first half of that round in particular. Winner of this one will face Arman Darchinian of Armenia in the next round. Good experienced fighter, Darchinian. ISIK, right from the bell, comes screaming out of the corner really into the centre of the ring, looking to let his hands go. That's a nice right hand from ISIK, just chopping down with that one. Right hand thrown by Rustambeck as he moved off to his right, just hooking on the move. There's that jab again, up from the waist. No knockdown. Tangle of feet, causing ISIK to go down. Rustambeck to the body again. Right hand from ISIK, but taken mainly on the glove. Be interesting to see if this body work slows ISIK down. There's no sign of it happening yet. Right to the body there from ISIK. It was a neat bit of work. He got up close and took a little step to the left and just threw it straight down the middle. Just switched up the angle slightly. Clumsy there as he comes forward, but we know that that can happen with him. Good right hand there from Rustambeck, and he's been made to work hard here. There's not quite the same snap on his punches as there was in the first round. ISIK's having a better round here. Rustambeck's winning the round, but ISIK is having a better round. He keeps coming, he keeps coming. Physically, he's quite a lot smaller than Rustambeck. You look at him and you think he could probably do 67 kilos, really, ISIK, but he's courageous. He's got a high output, and he can take a punch. That is for absolutely certain, and he's just beginning to get on top of Rustambeck a little bit at times here, making things uncomfortable for him. Into the final minute of round two. Referee just warning him about sticking the shoulder in there. Warning ISIK, that is. Right hand connects with the top of the head. Looks to throw that right hand again there, ISIK, just prodding with that lead left, trying to measure the distance for that right. And Rustambeck with a little shake of the head there, but right hand gets through again from ISIK. And he's getting to Rustambeck towards the end of the round here. The relentlessness of him is just beginning to pay some dividends. There's not much in this round now, there really isn't. Letting his hands go right to the body there from Rustambeck. Throws a left into the pit of the stomach, and there goes the bell. And well, there was a bell in the other ring. There goes our bell in ring B, and that was a good round. That was a good round. Rustambeck looked really good in that first round, and he may well still have won that second. He probably has still won that second, and he's got it with the judges there. But ISIK, he was coming back. He was coming up on the rail in that second round. He was narrowing the gap. And he got some good shots through in the final 30 seconds. He finished it strongly. There's a good right hand. Turned that one over really well. And he'll just look to crawl all over Rustambeck in this final round. Unfortunately for him, I think he's too far behind, because he needs 10-8s to turn this around now, and it's difficult to see him getting them. But if he could have got something from that second round with with the judges. Some split scoring. If he could have picked up 3 of the cards, then he'd still be in this. It's all ifs, buts and maybes because he didn't, but I'd have been tempted to give him that second round. I really would have been. Right hand there from ISIK. Good jab from RUSTAMBEK. But RUSTAMBEK did do some good work himself in the first half of the round and was finding ISIK to the body still in the second half. Left hand there from ISIK. And again, forward he comes. Right hand lands, but not all that clean. With the inside of the glove a bit, he kind of lost his footing there, really. RUSTAMBEK ended up in the ropes right up above us. But he's being pushed hard here, the fighter from Kyrgyzstan, pushed really hard. Left to the body. ISIK's work rate is absolutely fantastic because, as I say, it's not like he hasn't been hit. He really has been, particularly in that first round. But it just doesn't seem to have taken any steam out of him at all. Quite the opposite. If anything, it's revved him up. I think there might have been a head clash there, just a little squint of the eye from RUSTAMBEK, but no damage, thankfully. Good 1-2 there from RUSTAMBEK. Nice, solid left hand. He's neglected that jab a bit since the first round. Getting on his toes there, RUSTAMBEK finds himself pushed back into the neutral corner. Needs to get that jab back out. In that first round, he was just bouncing that jab off the forehead of ISIK. He was just never really able to set himself for his attacks. But having said that, it's not something that he's all that bothered about, being set for an attack. He'll just look to try and throw punches from all sorts of angles. I think this will be very valuable experience for RUSTAMBEK. First outing in a World Championship. And this has been a rough old fight. Representing Georgia, solid left hand there from RUSTAMBEK. That's what he's got in his locker. You look at the gap between the two of them there, then he leads off with the right hand, and that just gave ISIK pause for thought, made him reluctant to fly in, as he has done previously. RUSTAMBEK has got the power there. Good strong left hand again. The quality work all the way through the fight, of course, has come from him. Just clubbing with that left hand again there. Heavy looking left hand. Whipping with the left again there, RUSTAMBEK, right to the body. Finally, ISIK looks like he slowed down a bit in this final minute of the third round. I think maybe one of those left hands stung him a bit, buzzed him slightly, because the energy level just dipped quite significantly and quite suddenly. But you look at him there, just leaning over the ropes a touch as he's getting those gloves taken off RUSTAMBEK and also ISIK, and they gave us a very entertaining fight there, the two of them. Really enjoyed that. ISIK has got his technical shortcomings, but he is full of fire, full of energy. You look at him there, like I said, I just wonder if he could do 67 kilos. RUSTAMBEK gets it by unanimous decision. And a couple of the judges have gone the way of ISIK in that final round. Italy and Zimbabwe have given him that final round. And good to see him get some change on the scorecards, because I think in round two I would have been tempted to go his way in round two. Not so much in round three, because he finished that round strong there. RUSTAMBEK did some damage, I think, in that final minute. But he put so much into that fight, ISIK. I'm pleased to see him get some return on the cards. Great action all the way through.